Hey guys, welcome back to Closet MTG, and today guys, we finally have another EDH deck tech, baby. Here we go. This one's a special one, guys. Man, it took me a while to put this thing together. I had to pick up a lot of cards, do a lot of trades and so forth with a few of my friends to be able to get all the cards I needed for this. Had a few issues with TCG player that led to some delays, so I apologize for that, guys, but I really hope you enjoy this one. We're going to try to finish it in 25 minutes. And without any further delay, let's see what we got on deck. And boom, baby. Slivers. Welcome to Sliver Overlord. Oh my God, dude. This thing is so busted. Especially where it's got a bunch of little buddies, a bunch of little slivers you can search up. He's got two abilities. You can tap 3 colorless mana, search your library for a Sliver card, reveal that card, put it in your hand, and then shuffle your library. And then you can also pay 3 colorless and gain control of target Sliver. And I want you guys obviously the searching ability, the tutor ability is powerful in any EDH deck, but the gain control of target Sliver, I don't want you guys to forget about that, because there are some synergies with that ability that make this deck just so much fun to play with. That being said, guys, let's see what else we have here. So we got Sliver Overlord on deck today, guys. Put Sliver Overlord in top corner. And let's open up, see what we got. So let's start off with, so I can break this into piles, guys. Just bear with me right here one sec. Okay, we're going to go with pile 1 right here. And we got pile number 2 right here. Pile number 3 right here. And should be not two more piles, 3 more piles. 4. 5, 6. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, here we go. So we'll start off with, we'll start with this pile. So this is the pile that brings the deck together. I'm sure you guys can guess. So we start off with our creatures, guys. Slivers are plenty in this build, guys. We got some acidic sliver, where each sliver gains tap 2 colorless, sacrifices creature does 2 damage to target creature or player. Definitely a win con in this deck, guys, with some of the other synergies. Solid Sliver. Horn Sliver, all slivers gain trample. Harmonic Sliver. All slivers have, when this permanent enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Got to have that artifact and enchantment removal for a commander. You need it. Basal Sliver. Oh man. All right. So this guy, he's used in some infinite combos, guys. Basal Sliver. All slivers have sacrifice this creature, add 2 black to your mana pool. So you can sacrifice slivers to create a bunch of mana. Sliver Hivelord. He's one of the 4 major Lord commanders, or Lord slivers I have in this deck. All slivers have indestructible. Definitely, this is one card that I am looking to search up right away as part of a Sliver Overlord, that bottom 3 ability. Just give all your creatures indestructible. And if they cannot exile, then, or your opponents can't exile, then they're in for a rough day. Fury Sliver, Double Strike. Double Strike is, man, I search up Double Strike and just swing in with all the abilities of all my slivers, and yeah, it's tough to come back from that. So powerful ability, Double Strike. Might Sliver. So all slivers get +2/+2. Oh my God, there she is, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. Probably my favorite card that I picked up for this deck. Little reserve list. Sliver Queen from Stronghold. Those of you guys know me, Stronghold is my favorite set growing up. It's definitely near and dear to me, so it's really cool to pick up this card. And actually, it was funny, a really quick sidebar here. The first time I played with this deck with Sliver Queen, I actually accidentally stumbled across an infinite combo. So Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll explain that in a little bit, guys. But Sliver Queen, yep, she's the granddaddy of all slivers. Galerider Sliver. Sliver creatures you control are flying. Flying is a powerful ability in Magic. Diffusion Sliver. Whenever a Sliver creature you control becomes a target of a spell or ability, an opponent controls counter that spell unless, or ability unless the controller pays 2. So you got a little ward action on your Slivers. Heart Sliver. All Slivers are unaffected by summoning sickness. For those of you who don't know what summoning sickness is, haste. Pretty much gives creatures haste. Noble Hierarch. Okay, this is not a Sliver. What's this doing in here, guys? Well, because this is more of a competitive brew, I mean, obviously, being 5 colors, you want to make sure you have some mana fixing, and what better than Noble Hierarch? Gemhide Sliver. All very, very important Sliver for this deck. Again, from mana fixing perspective, all Slivers have tap it, add 1 mana of any color. Synapse Sliver. Whenever a Sliver deals combat damage to a player's controller, its controller may draw a card. Yeah, card draw, old school, very cool card. Morophon the Boundless, man. Holy hell, this card is just crazy. Definitely some commander gold. This is, I mean, any type of like 5-colored build where you're going, or you're with tribal build. That's the word, tribal build. Yeah, I mean, this card could definitely fit in. It's a bomb. Very cool card, Morophon the Boundless. So we got the Firewake Sliver. All Slivers have haste. Again, haste powerful ability. And all Slivers have pay 1, sacrifices permanent target Sliver, gets +2/+2 till end of turn. Very underrated ability. Definitely a potential win con. I've not used it for a win con yet, in my experience, but I could definitely see how it could go off. You get a bunch of Slivers you can just sack, make your opponent make some tough decisions. Lotus Cobra. Not a Sliver, but again, mana fixing. The first Sliver, guys. Holy hell, baby. Here's Lord number 3. I forgot. We've already actually had all four Lords, right? We've had the Hivelord, we have Overlord, Sliver Queen, and this is Lord number 4. First Sliver. All Slivers have Cascade. That's pretty crazy. Powerful ability, Cascade. Fungus Sliver. All Slivers have, whenever this creature is dealt damage, put a 1/1 counter on it. Poultice Sliver. All Slivers have tap 2, regenerate target Sliver. Lava Belly Sliver. Definitely a card that enables some infinite combos, guys. Yep, Lava Belly Sliver's a powerful card. Sliver creatures you control have, whenever this creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker, and you gain 1 life. We'll bring this guy back to the fold or conversation in a little bit. Muscle Sliver. All Slivers get +1/+1. Virulent Sliver. All Slivers have Poisonous 1 or Infect potential. You can, the Infect ability. Sedge Sliver. All Slivers have this creature gets +1/+1 as long as you control a swamp, and all Slivers have pay 1 swamp and regenerate this permanent. Very cool. Necrotic Sliver. All Slivers have 3 colorless. Sacrifices permanent, destroy target permanent. Very underrated ability, destroying target permanents. Especially if there's the fact that it's a permanent, I mean, is a big deal. I mean, granted, it's not exile, but still, very powerful ability. Bird of Paradise. Yeah, we need more fixing, guys. Not a Sliver, though. Crystalline Sliver. Such an important card of this deck. This is definitely one of the cards that I search up first when I play Sliver Overlord, because you want to make sure. I mean, really, it's Crystalline Sliver, or it's Sliver Hivelord followed by Crystalline Sliver, or vice versa. I guess it depends on what I'm feeling, or what I'm more concerned about, either a targeting or a board wipe. But yeah, getting Sliver Hivelord with Crystalline Sliver on the board, yeah, it's pretty powerful combo. Your Crystal Slivers are indestructible, and they can't be target spell abilities. Sinew Sliver, Muscle Sliver but white. Spiteful Sliver. Whenever the Sliver creatures you control have, whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target player or planeswalker. Yeah, pretty annoying ability, but powerful. Bloom Tender, no Sliver. Mana fixing. Root Sliver. Yeah, shut down those control EDH builds. Yeah, countering my Slivers. I don't think so. Root Sliver. Scuttling Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have 2. Untap this creature. So this is also used in an infinite combo that we'll get to in a little bit, guys. That's Scuttling Sliver, powerful Sliver. Mana Weft Sliver. All Sliver creatures you control, similar to the Gemhide, have add 1 mana of any color if you tap it. Again, very powerful mana fixing. Homing Sliver. Each Sliver card in each player's hand. So if another player is playing against another Sliver, they have Sliver Cycling. So Sliver Cycling is tap 3, discard this card, search your library for a Sliver card, reveal it, put your hand, and shuffle your library. So it's a tutor, pretty much gives all your Sliver cards in hand the tutor ability for Sliver-related cards. Very powerful card. Siphon Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have lifelink. Lifelink's also another very powerful ability. Okay. My little friend right here. Completely makes this deck so much fun. By far the funnest thing to do in this deck is use this guy's ability. 2 turn, target creature target creature gains all creature types on the turn. So what we do, guys, is we use Sliver Overlord to first off, we use Amoeboid Changeling to turn any creature target opponent controls into a changeling, which means he's a Sliver. Then we use Sliver Overlord, bottom ability, to tap 3 and gain control of that creature, which is now a Sliver. So that's this card is so much fun to do that to because your opponent's like, what is Amoeboid Changeling doing in this deck? I mean, why do you need to, like, what are you doing? And then all of a sudden end step, target creature that your opponent controls becomes a Sliver on the turn, and then you just steal it, and it's yours for good. So, very cool card, Amoeboid Changeling. Cloud Shredder Sliver, super powerful card. I mean, 2 powerful abilities, flying and haste. Definitely one that I switch up. So there's 5 lords, guys. I'm sorry, I knew there was 5. I don't know why I said 4. But Sliver Legion, yep, that's the last one, guys. So we have, from our lords, we got the Overlord, we got the Queen, we got the Hivelord, we got the first Sliver, and we got Sliver Legion, which is essentially Coat of Arms, but for Slivers, and we'll talk about Coat of Arms in a little bit, guys. And a Solemn Simulacrum, which is just, EDH staple, guys. We want to search up for that basic land, put it on the battlefield tapped. When it dies, draw a card, just solid card. So, guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 creatures, guys. Creature-focused deck. It's a tribal deck. You need creatures. Some powerful Slivers, guys. Some powerful synergies. We will get to the infinite combos after we get through the rest of the cards. We got 40 creatures with Sliver Overlord being our general. Pile number 1. Let's go to pile number 2, which is, artifacts. All right, we got Chromatic Aurori. EDH gold card, powerful card. Refill your hand, add a ton of mana. Could fit in any EDH deck for the most part. Coat of Arms. Let's talk about Coat of Arms. Just a powerful card. I mean, you get a bunch of Slivers out, you play this, and they all get that much bigger. So, really cool card. First time I'm playing with this in an EDH deck. So, there may be some more powerful cards that could have taken this slot. But I just, for fun, Coat of Arms. Little revised Soul Ring. Beautiful card. Powerful card. Arcane Signet. Lightning Greaves. Again, EDH staple for the most part. Haste and Shroud. Get a little box topper from Double Masters. Very nice. And Chromatic Lantern. Again, we need that mana fixing. We got the Aurori. We got the Chromatic Lantern. We got some of the Slivers that allow you to tap for mana or for any color. And then we got our little mana dorks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts, guys. Let's go to pile number 3. Enchantments. Kindred Discovery, guys. Little jump start. enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever creature type you control, a certain type enters the battlefield or attacks. Draw a card. Gotta have some card draw, guys. Very important in EDH. Speaking of card draw, I knew the next card was Ristic Study. Yeah, just yeah. I mean, I'm sure if you guys are fans of the Command Zone and you've seen their recent game nights with Post Malone. Yeah, I think he probably drew like half of his deck off with this card. Super powerful EDH deck staple. Boom, baby, this guy right here. Training Grounds. All right. This card, I did. I mean, when I was building this deck, my thought was, okay, it'd be so cool for Sliver Overlord, right? So now these abilities, they only cost 1, right? So because we -1. Or we -2, let me just read the card. Activated abilities of creatures you control cost up to 2 less to activate, right? That's an activated ability on Sliver Overlord. So now it only costs 1. Now let's look at some other cards here. So activated abilities that cost, okay, that will cost 1 now. What else? Let's make infinite slivers, guys. I didn't even realize this. I mean, because I was so enamored in just getting a Sliver Queen and actually having one that like I didn't like put 2 and 2 together that when you have Sliver Queen on the board with Training Grounds, I mean, you're essentially making, you can say, okay, well, let's create a Sliver token. Wait, it's an activated ability. It costs 2 less because of Training Grounds. So because it costs 2 less, let's just create a Sliver token for free. And I think the last game I decided to make 550,000 1/1 slivers. And remember, guys, we have a lot of things that you can do with those tokens. I mean, right, there's sacrifice abilities. Sacrifice this creature, add infinite mana, essentially. Enters the battlefield, destroy a bunch of permanents. Artifacts or enchantments. Training Grounds with Acidic Sliver. Each sliver, just sack all your slivers and deal a ton of damage to target creature or player. Sliver cycling is now 1. What else do we have? Regenerate. Here's one. So Lava Belly Sliver with Sliver Queen, right? With Training Grounds. Let's see what that does, right? So we have these 3 on the board at the same time. You create infinite slivers, but as the sliver tokens are entering the battlefield, right? If you look at Lava Belly Sliver's ability, sliver creatures you control when this creature enters the battlefield deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker, and you gain 1 life. So you can gain infinite life and deal infinite damage if you have these 3 on the board at the same time. Very cool card, Training Grounds. Regenerates for free. Firewalker Sliver, activated ability. All slivers have pay 1 and sacrifice is permanent. Created like a giant. You can just sack again versus paying 1 to create 1 giant sliver. Here's Morophon. So Training Grounds is an absolutely stupid card. I mean, stupid fun card. But yeah, lots of fun shenanigans you can do with the Training Grounds. Smothering Tithe, EDH staple, guys. Pay the 2. If you don't pay the 2, we're getting a treasure token. Very cool card, EDH staple. This card right here, guys. Again, another one. Like I did a little bit of digging online when putting this deck tech together, and with this card, if you have Mana Echoes on the battlefield, before we get into this, we'll just do we got Growing Rats Itlamog, Poor Man's Gaia's Cradle. But if you have Mana Echoes on the battlefield with our general, Sliver Overlord, with, where is he? Morophon the Boundless. what you can do is you have the ability to play every sliver in your deck. Because whenever this creature enters the battlefield, you may add 1 to your mana pool for each creature you control that shares type with this creature. And then you have Morophon the Boundless, which is spells of a chosen type you cast, which you choose. When Morophon enters the battlefield, you choose Sliver. Sliver spells of a chosen type will cost this mana less to act or to cast. You pretty much can cast for free. Your slivers, because all your slivers essentially are, one of each color for the most part. So you can use this shenanigan to, again, whenever creature enters the battlefield or comes into play, you may add 1 colorless mana for each creature you control that shares a creature type with it, right? And then you just keep searching up your slivers, right? Because you have your 3 slivers already on the battlefield. When you play a sliver, you're going to get 4 mana. You keep searching up for more slivers, you keep playing them for free, and next thing you know, you have every sliver on the battlefield. Mana Echo's crazy card, crazy powerful. Guys, we gotta speed this up. We're 20 minutes in, man. We're only on pile 4. Holy hell. Okay, Swan Song, powerful instant force of two. Hopefully you guys remember me cracking this bad boy on this channel. Oh my god, 50th video. Double Masters, VIP, Force of Will, full art, foil, box topper, just gorgeous. Force of Will, Teferi's Protection, EDH staples, guys, Cyclonic Rift, Assassin's Trophy, Pongify, Anguished Unmaking, Vampiric Tutor, if you guys, another card if you remember pulling on this channel. This is part of the God pack I had from Commander Legends, a draft box where I got 3 rares and a foil mythic Vampiric Tutor. That was absolutely off the charts pack. Incredible pack. Court of Calling, search for a creature, pull up some powerful creature. If you don't have Sliver Overlord or the tax is too strong, at that point he's died a few times. Kindred Summons, yeah, choose a creature type, reveal cards, top your library until you reveal X creature cards of the chosen type, where X is the number of creatures you control of that type. Put them on the battlefield. So you have 4 slivers on the board, yeah. Play Kindred Summons and you get 4 more. Seems pretty good. Corrosion Grip, yep. EDH staple, guys. So just some powerful instants for pile 4. We're going to go right to pile 3, which we have our sorceries. We have Farseek, so we can search up all of our really cool lands. Merciless Eviction, so we have 1 board wipe at least in this deck to exile. They're all creatures, artifacts, enchantments, or planeswalkers. And Nature's Lore. Search up that forest because, obviously green is a very important part in this deck, as it is with many EDH decks, to be able to set that mana base, right? Be able to do some mana fixing. So being able to search up that forest, which we have a little more forests in the deck than the other lands, definitely needed a Nature's Lore. All right, guys. Well, those are the sorceries, the instants, enchantments, artifacts, and creatures. Now all that's left is my favorite part. Going through all the beautiful lands, guys, because right here, the value in this, oh my god, guys, holy hell. I'm knocking over cards. The value in these lands, let's make sure we make this front and center. God, so the deck itself right there, I'd say obviously Sliver, like some of the Sliver Lords are have some value, but the lands are what make this deck thousands of dollars. Bloodstained Mire. For our fetch land, we got our shock lands. We got our first duel right here, guys. Revised duel. Little Badlands action. Very nice. Pretty much near mint. Revised. We got our fetch land, Wooded Foothills. For our Zendikar Rising Expedition box topper. We got our Temple Garden. Our shock land, Steaments for our shock land. Revised duel number 2. We got a little Light Play Bayou, very nice card. Revised land number 3, little Tundra, little Light Play Tundra, beautiful card for our dual land number 3. Breeding Pool, got our Breeding Pool for our shock lands. We got our Reflecting Pool, Sacred Foundry for another shock land, Watery Grave for another shock land, Stomping Ground, another shock land. We got a Sliver Hive for our specialty Sliver land. Yavi Maya Hollow. Dude, this is one card that I just wanted to pick up specifically for an EDH deck. I mean, it's reserve list. It's always going to go up in price. Yeah, I mean, I bought it near mint. It's just a beautiful card. I love having it in my collection. I mean, powerful. Doesn't end the battlefield tapped, and then you can regenerate target creature, man. Solid card. More fetch lands, Hallowed Fountain, more fetch lands. There we go. Scrub lands, little light play scrub lands for dual land number 4. We got a little Misty Rainforest, Box Toppers, Zendikar Rising Expedition, Underground Sea for revised dual number 5, Overgrown Tomb, a Savannah, our 1 basic land, which is our forest. Cavern of Souls, just with any tribal EDH, you got to have a Cavern of Souls in there, guys. Solid card. Mana Confluence, again, solid EDH deck, or EDH staple. Volcanic Island, the revised duel. Got this one recently specifically for this deck. The front is absolutely breathtaking. The back, there's some, it's definitely moderate play because of the back, but the front is just absolutely gorgeous, guys. Volcanic Island for dual land number 7. Godless Shrine, more shocks. Triomes. We got a little Zagathe Triome from Mercuria. We'll try land, search up that forest. Tropical Island for dual land number 9, guys. A little light play trop, very nice. Pluto Delta for a fetch, and a Marsh Flats for a fetch, and a Verdant Catacombs for another fetch. Guys, a lot of value here in the lands, guys. Probably right here is like, $4,000 or $5,000, I would think. It's pretty crazy to think about that. Overall, guys, the deck is definitely competitive. I'm not sure if I would put it on the same level as the Winota build, but it's just so much fun to play. Every time it's a different play. There's so many different, granted, I'm not a huge fan of, doing the infinite combos, but it's nice to have them there. I feel like it's almost like it's kind of like a weak thing to do in EDH, but, I wasn't planning on them there. I just kind of, stumbled upon it when I was playing. I did do some research and saw, the Sliver Overlord and Changeling combo, where you can steal any creature permanently, stuff like that. I looked up, but the infinite combo with Sliver with Training Grounds and Sliver Queen, that caught me off guard. The Mana Echoes combo with Morophon the Boundless and Sliver Overlord, that infinite combo I did not catch that one either. But yeah, guys, this is it's a lot of fun to play with. Like I said, it's definitely on the more competitive side, guys. So based off of your group of friends, or based off of the meta that you play, you may be becoming the enemy of your group by playing this powerful of a deck. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I said, there's just the synergies with the Slivers. You get a few of these guys out, and it's just especially the Crystalline, where the Slivers, they can't be target spell or abilities, and then just the Sliver Hivelord or your Sliver Lords are just so powerful in combination with each other. Sliver Legion, just pretty much give your Slivers a coat of arms. Cloud Shredder, it's just, and there's even some Slivers in here that I would say there's probably some more powerful Slivers, like this Poultry. I don't know if that's necessarily needed. This Fungus Sliver, probably 2 cards I could switch out for other Slivers potentially. But there's a lot of things you guys can do to mix and match and make this thing your own. It's like I said, it was the first tribal deck that I wanted to build. I've always wanted a Sliver deck since starting playing Magic and so on. So now that I had the opportunity, it was like, okay, let's go with it. And in terms of the gameplay, like I said, it's a different play every time. The games that I've played, I think I've won like almost 50%. I've only played, I'd say, like with this deck, like at least 6 or 7 games. I think I've won like 3 of 7, something like that. And a lot of the way that I would win is just with the infinite combo, or just searching up the sliver that gives all your slivers double strike and just dealing a ton of damage on like a massive attack, something like that. But yeah, it's like I said, guys, a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe can put your own spin on it, make your own sliver deck. Also, guys, I'd love to hear feedback. Is there something I missed here? Maybe something else on top of what you see here that I could add in. So please give me feedback, guys. I'd love to hear from you guys. Drop a comment in the comment section, all that good stuff. We're already over 25 minutes. We're actually over 30 minutes, guys, so I don't want to keep rambling. But yeah, as always, guys, please like, subscribe with the bell icon. And we got more videos on deck, guys. We got some Modern Horizons 2. I got a ton of stuff planned for this week, so I'm really excited for that, guys. And yeah, as always, everyone take care and be well.